So, quick update. You seen all the good time-lapse stuff? We got a friend. But anyway, you seen all the good time-lapse stuff? Us tearing it down now. We did do a lot of work off of camera. Somebody may have passed out the last time we were supposed to record, so basically where we're at is you want to spin around and show them. We've got the head off. We have cleaned it. I've still got to do a little bit more cleaning on the valves. We've also cleaned the block, the mounting surface, and all 4 pistons. The water pump's been replaced. The timing belt tensioner has been replaced. Other than that, I think that's it for right now, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to slap his head back on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at. We're about to start putting this thing back together.
Water pump over to the right, all that stuff, all cleaned up.
Yeah, and the old water pump, like I said before, we were having an overheating issue with this car. And I kept telling Tristan, I really think we need to change the water pump. This thing is like almost freewheel motion. I mean, it's tighter now that it's off. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
doesn't have the resistance from being stationary, held in by bolts.
It's
probably.
You know, we love helping this kid out. I mean, matter of fact, did you ever watch his new video?
No, I can't find it.
It was really good, guys. Go check him out. I think it's still. I'll link the video. I'll link his video
and his channel in the description.
Yeah, in the description. So he's still got to go through, and he's changing his name. He's trying to change the style of videos he does, so which is cool. But that being said, we're about to throw you back on time lapse because we're about to start putting this thing back together.
Yeah, man. Finally.
Yeah.
It's been like, what, 2 weeks since we've had the car? 3 weeks?
Yeah. Speaking of which, the reason why Panda had took the car somewhere, had spark plugs changed. And guys, this is something I think we talked about in your video when we changed the spark plugs on Betty White.
Yeah, I think so.
Was that you always put a little bit of anti-seize on your spark plugs, and the reason why is because when we went to pull cylinder 2 plug out, it was physically stuck. I mean, it seized itself in. It took me and you to get that plug out.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Which really stunk because I had to re-thread the head.
Which is a pain in itself.
Yes, it was. I mean, it was something that shouldn't have had to have been done.
Which, luckily, we were already doing a head gasket job,
right.
So we already had the head off.
Right.
Now, if
it was
you you run into that issue with the head on it, you have to take the head off because you'll be getting metal shavings into the cylinder.
Yeah, you don't want to get that into the combustion chamber because I mean, it can
mess up some stuff. It can get down in the bottom end of the block, or it can clog up some valves or something.
Right.
Who knows?
One thing we weren't impressed with, I mean, I understand this engine is a high mileage engine. It's the original engine from '95. The only thing that worries me about this engine is not rings. It's not the valves. Luckily, we got lucky. Even though the car has overheated quite a few times, head wasn't warped, block wasn't warped, which is great. Now the head bolts, when I took them out, it was
super duper easy.
Yeah,
it was way too easy.
Every Honda we've torn down one Honda engine, that E18.
That was a pain.
Yeah, and I mean, this was like, I've always had to use a breaker bar to get head bolts out of Hondas, and this was, I put the breaker bar on it, and it was like that. I mean, I literally just took it off. But
it's already loose.
Yeah, so we're about to get this head back on, torque down, get everything put back together because we still got to put the radiator back in. And one good
custom
thing,
radiator transcooler.
One good thing was we originally mounted the transcooler, and then we had to move it because it was hitting up against the AC condenser. But since then, I've talked to Panda and he wants to move forward with probably one of the best mods he can do on this car. Delete the AC. So we're going to pull the AC condenser out, the AC compressor, all the lines, get rid of all of it. AC didn't work anyway, so
yeah. Yeah, while we're in here, we're kind of prettying up the car a little bit, like with the valve cover.
Oh,
cut.
Keep going. Anyway, you're saying prettying up.
We're prettying up the car a little bit. We're probably going to clean off the block a little bit because you'll be able to see the engine itself with the AC condenser and compressor out of the way.
Yeah.
We're getting the valve cover painted. I'm painting the timing belt cover right now.
The lower cover.
Yeah, the lower cover.
I don't know where the upper cover is. I think he's got it at home, but I can easily get it from him. So
and we'll paint that one.
It, spray it.
Yep, and he'll have a brand new radiator and trans fluid cooler.
Yeah.
So that'll make it look even more better, you know.
Because before we even started doing YouTube, we did his 4.2-to-1 race header.
Yeah, and he has aftermarket exhaust, which is like a what is that, patina look, or what is it, where like the metal changes colors?
Yeah, it's something like that.
It's got the, like, you know, the race exhaust look, so you'll be able to see that a lot better.
Yes.
So we're just kind of helping them out,
especially with all that stuff out, because I mean, you can flip around and show them. I mean, the condenser, I mean, the high and low port sits literally right here. This fan and all this will go bye-bye. This over here will go bye-bye. So it's going to clean it up. One less
belt. You're
belt.
standing looking at the engine bay. You'll be able to see the exhaust, new painted valve cover, and then we'll get those timing covers painted on the brand new radiator that'll sit right there.
Yep.
So it'll be looking way better.
That radiator by itself is going to look sick. I mean, it's, like I said before, I think it's a 1-core, maybe a 2-core, but it's an aluminum radiator, so it'll help disperse the heat some, and it'll keep the engine a little bit cooler.
Definitely be better than factory.
Yeah. So, and then we've got, we're pushing to get this one out. We really want to get it out because we've got Goldilocks we want to get back on. We're gonna have one little side job, but it's mainly going to be channel cars only that we work on. I do have to say one thing real quick. By the time this video comes out, because it'll probably be out this week, guys, Betty White had to have a heart transplant. Well, not even a heart transplant, a leg transplant.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, though. Once we get her back.
You guys that follow us, who know us, actually hang out with us, you know what we're talking about. So don't comment down below.
Yeah.
We'll actually drop a video on that. Things you need to do to your Focus ST.
Yeah, we'll make a video about that because I didn't do something that could have prevented the issue that happened in my car.
It was partially my fault too, because I was like, nah, it should be fine.
Yep.
But
yeah, we'll make a video on that.
You ready to get back to work, man? We got late night. I'm gonna try to get this thing.
Go ahead and snap us into a time lapse real quick, man.
Snap.
Yeah. Yeah, with your fingers.
One more real quick. Besides you fighting bugs, shoot to the pan to your right real quick.
The tires.
Yeah. We got some tires for something. Maybe it's for
car all the way back there in the darkness, Alex. But
and then the boxes.
Oh yeah, and the ESR. It's definitely not ESRs, but
no, it's not. Definitely not. But we got. That's another reason why we want to get this out of here, because we want to start restoring something.
Yep. Yeah, we got a bunch of big stuff coming. So stay tuned, man.
First time I've ever done this. It's gonna be the first time you've ever done it. But we've watched some videos, and hopefully this turns out good. But all right, let's get back to it. So you said snap back into the time lapse.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.